Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So I'm 25 years old, career salesman. At the beginning of this year, I landed a new job, which I've been, my income has grown drastically, and I'm closing on a house at the end of the month. And I just wanted to know, at my age, I want to start investing early. I also want to be debt free. Is there a balance to investing, post-tax dollars and paying off the home, or should all of my excess cash just be going to the principal and, I start investing once that's paid off? Because, at my age, the value of the compound interest, if I start now, I feel could really pay off down the road. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good question to have, and I think it's a question that a lot of people have. So you just closed on this home. Let's make sure you're in the position to begin investing. Do you have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved?
I do.
Okay, great. And then at that point, you would be considered baby step 4, which is you're investing 15% of your gross income every single month. Are you doing that?
I haven't started. Well, I contribute to my company's 401k plan, but
Okay,
other
great.
than that, I haven't started, which is pre-tax, but I haven't started investing any post-tax money yet.
Okay, good. So what I would say is whatever you're doing now, if you have access to a match through that employer account, I would invest up to that match. And you said it's an after-tax?
It's a pre-tax
It's
with
pre-tax.
my employer. So
Okay.
they match 3%. I'm contributing 6% right now.
Okay, so I would do up to the match, and then I would go over to a Roth IRA, and I would go ahead and max something like that out. And then if you still have money left in your 15% of contributions, then you could go back out and get as close to maxing out that 401k as possible. The goal here is, again, for you to be investing 15% of your gross income. And most people do it on a monthly basis because, you can kind of set it and forget it with your employer. And so that's what I would do. And then beyond the 15%, any money that you have extra, I would put it towards the paying off of the house. And so that's the way we teach. At 25 years old, you're not married yet. You don't have any kids yet. So you can kind of forget for now about baby step 5 because you don't have any kids. There's no 529 that you need to really add to. And so then for you, the next step is baby step 6. You're putting extra money towards the house, and you get to decide how intentional you're going to be about that. Right? You don't have to go crazy like you did with the other baby steps, but you're a single guy. You could probably, make a lot of headway on that. What do you owe on the house?
So around 450, 460.
Okay.
I haven't even made my first mortgage payment yet.
Yeah, you said you closed here. You haven't even closed yet, right? Or you just closed?
I haven't closed yet. Right.
Okay, yeah. And so that's what I would advise you to do. That's what I did, and that's what I do.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I mean, I love Jade's advice. Follow it. But I just want to commend you. I love this.
Excellent.
I love this mindset that you've got, man. You haven't even made the first payment yet, and you're calling and going, what do I do first? But we want you to be set up for the long term, and you're going to have no problem getting rid of the house payment.
Mm-hmm. And the reason I suggested you going to the Roth right after the 3% is we want that 3% match. I mean, obviously that's free money, but then I love the Roth option for you because on down the line, you're going to want money that you have access to that you don't have to pay taxes on and that you don't have that required minimum distribution. And so that's why we would say that, and then come back and you can fill up that 401k when you're done.
Yeah. What do you expect to make in the next 12 months?
I'd say around $400,000.
Wow, my son.
See, I've been wanting to ask that. I had to wait. I didn't want to interrupt, but I was going, I had a sense that he was, he had jumped into a...
Well, when he told us the amount on the house, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah. So here's the only reason I asked that. Again, this is all an exclamation point to what Jade said. I can't add anything to what she said on that. With that kind of income, you're going to be fine. You're going to be more than fine. So you just follow the baby steps. And with that kind of income, man, it is going to be ridiculous. Okay.
Have you gotten your hands on an investment calculator?
So I was just going to mention, I took a look at the amortization schedule on the loan, and that really just kind of ticked me off,
Sure.
So I want to
let it tick you off, but go in order.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
get your investment strategy because with that kind of income and what Jade's talking about with the investment calculator, it's one of our favorite things to do.
It is.
Are you running some numbers
I'm
for
gonna
him?
run a few numbers for my
Because he's
guy.
so upset about his loan, his mortgage, his amortization payment. We need to get his mind focused on this part of the advice.
Okay, so then let's play a game. How much do you already have in retirement investments? Do you have any?
Ooh, only maybe $6,000 or $7,000.
Okay, I'll put 7,000 in there. All right, and then let's say you contribute, let's see, 60,000 a year. So let's say 5,000 a month. All right, and then we'll get you at 10% rate of return because you make a lot of money, dude. If you don't do anything else from now until forever, like from now until 65. Oh, actually, hold on.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I accidentally put in the wrong retirement age, but it's actually worth noting. I put in 48. Like if you were to retire at 48, you'd have 5.3 million.
Wow.
I thought I put in 65. Let's put in 65 and see what it says. If you go till 65, I'm shook.
Tell him the number. Now, no, remind him what he's putting in every year.
No, this is monthly. If you put in 5,000 a month because you make 400,000.
Yeah, that's 60 a year.
That's 60,000 a year at a 10% annual rate of return. You already have 7,000 there. If you do this from age 25, you said you're 25, right?
Yeah, I'm 25.
Until age 65.
You sitting down?
Are you sitting down? Because I'm standing up. $31 million. $31 million. That's crazy. Wow. I had to put my pinky like on Austin Powers.
Yeah. Wow. So now you feeling a little bit better?
I do. I feel a lot better, but and that's really why I called you guys, is because I know that, if I start now, by the time I'm 65, it's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah. Right. And oh by the way, that doesn't mean you aren't paying your house off. You're still paying the house off.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. And we didn't even talk about the fact that this is you starting. Like, this is not you at your full potential. You're still like going up in the world. You're still on an upward trajectory.
Yeah.
Man, I thought something was wrong with my calculator.
No, that's 15% of your income. And oh, by the way, after you budget all that, you are now making extra payments on the house.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll pay the house off before you know it. So this isn't an either or. It's both and. That's the point of the exercise.
Sure. Matthew, I'm happy that I know you. I'm happy I got to talk on the phone to you. Hey, check back in with us. Keep letting us know how this goes, because so many people need to hear this. If you can get these things firing on all cylinders, even if you're not making $400,000 a year, if you're making $200,000 a year, what is possible when you get a hold of your finances so early is so amazing. And for anybody listening, if you've never played with an investment calculator, I suggest we have a great one, RamseySolutions.com. You can check it out, or you can just Google Ramsey investment calculator and it'll pop up. But start playing with those numbers to see what your life can be. And I mean, that's motivating at the very least. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks for the call. Love the breakdown, Jay. That's always fun when we get into the numbers, because, in his mind, he's like, I got to pay that house off. I got to pay that house off. It's like, no, it's both and.
It's both and.
It's not either or. And fun to run those numbers. And boy, that's a staggering number.
That is a staggering number. And let me just...
And not many people make his money.
No, they don't.
I want to at least call that out.
Early in life.
At 25, to be making $400K.
No,
he's in the top 1%.
That's top 1%, 100%.
So I just want to at least call that out.
But let's explain why we care so much about paying off the primary mortgage, because at the end of the day, yes, we want you to have the compound interest, but at the end of the day, there is going to be a time where you do not work and you don't want to be making payments on a mortgage. Your mortgage is the biggest line item in your budget. You want that done and paid for by the time you're that age, so that you can just live.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's a young man that's living like no one else. I promise you, he's going to be living like no one else and also giving like no one else at a young age, by the way.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.